Hello and welcome to today's episode of Mallorca Wedding Academy, the place where you will find out how to organize your destination wedding, especially in Mallorca. We spoke already about the first steps of organizing the wedding, destination wedding, about the visit of the location, timing, budget, all you need to know in the beginning. And now it's time to speak about each moment of the wedding day. The first moment is a ceremony. I want to tell you today about different options that you can have on your ceremony, how it can look like. This and more you will find out in today's episode. My name is Magdalena, I'm Polish and I'm wedding planner in Mallorca, specializing in unique weddings. If you are here, you're probably imagining your fairy tale wedding with a stunning view, amazing food and the warm weather, which makes Mallorca such a wonderful place for destination wedding. You are in a correct place. How to plan and organize your ceremony. Step 1. Define your vision. Actually, for the ceremony, you can do whatever you like. Just do what you want. And it has to be like you really are. So think for a moment how you imagine your dream ceremony. Is it very romantic with a lot of emotions? Is it maybe very classic ceremony? Or are there funny moments, or maybe something original, or something with surprises? How it looks like? Maybe it's mixed of emotional and laugh, so you want people to cry and laugh, and you as well. Think how your ceremony should look like, and then start to plan it according to your idea. Step 2. How you will be seated. Yes, it's very small detail and something that maybe you would forget about, but think how you would like to be seated. There are 3 options. 1, you can sit like in the church, so on the 2 chairs facing the altar in the middle, and in the back you have your guests. Other option, you sit in the middle but facing your guests and the celebrant is on one side. The third option is that you sit on one side in diagonal, on the other side you have a celebrant or the person who will do the speech during the ceremony, so like that you see them both. My advice, choose the last one. Like that you will see your guests, the person who will do the speeches and the celebrant, and like that you can be all the time in connection with everybody. But you need to know that in this way you probably will cry more in the emotional moments, because you will see your guests crying and you will cry more. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Push the subscribe button and be updated with all the best tips how to organize your dream wedding on this wonderful island. Step 3. Plan the entrances for the ceremony. There are different options for the entrances and different people who can do it. I will tell you about all the options and you can choose to have them all or just choose the ones that you like. First, you have to think if the groom has his entrance. So he do the entrance, he wait in the aisle, and then the bride has her entrance. Or maybe the groom waiting in the aisle, he has no entrance and the bride enter. Or maybe you want to enter together. It is also possible. Think about it. Then think if you want to have your parents to have the entrance, or your sister, your brother, whoever you like. Then if the bridesmaids have the entrance, if they enter by one, if you have more than one. If they do maybe any special choreography or something, just think how you imagine in it. Then the best man or the best man, if you have more than one, do they have the entrance? Do they do something special like a crazy choreography, or maybe they give the beers to some people? It will really boost the energy. It is really nice idea if you like to have something with energy and a bit funny during the ceremony. Do you have any flower girl that will go with the flowers before the bride enter? And there, how the bride will enter with her father, sister, brother, grandma, whoever, with who she will enter. Of course, this person needs to be prepared before with the bride for the entrance. It's all the entrances if you choose to have them all. First entrance will be from groom's parents. So the parents enter. Then the bride's parents directly after. You can choose the same song for that. Then after the parents goes the best man. The best man enter. Then the groom. After the groom, bridesmaids, flower girl, and the bride. My advice, if you have your grandma on your wedding day and you have a very special good connection and relationship with your grandma, just choose her to be your flower granny. I made it on my wedding and I'm really happy I did it. Step 4, beginning of the ceremony. If you like to have a unplugged ceremony, it is not enough to just leave the board with information that it is unplugged ceremony. You need to speak with your celebrant and he needs to inform in the beginning of the ceremony that this ceremony will be unplugged ceremony. But there is a very nice way to do it. First of all, your celebrant tell to everybody to take their phones and tell them that now they have 30 seconds to make a selfie, picture, whatever, with you from the ceremony. It is really fun and it make everybody to have their own picture. Once this 30 seconds will be finishing, he do like the countdown for 5, 4, 3, so everybody have the last moments, and then ask them to put the silent mode and keep it in the pocket or in the back. Ask them also to enjoy the moment, really like being here in real and not through the screen. And also inform that of course you have professional photographers that will make amazing pictures from the ceremony and everybody will receive them later. Like that you will avoid to have the pictures from the ceremony with everybody with their phones like that. Really important. My advice, don't forget to ask the people later to send you those pictures because they're really nice. Step 5, the speeches. It is very common in Mallorca to have speeches during the ceremony, and it really makes the ceremony truly special. The ceremony in total, with the entrances, with the speeches and with the exit, will be around 30 till 45 minutes. It's like a perfect time. So nobody wants to be 1 hour during a ceremony, even if the ceremony is really nice. So the speeches, we recommend normally to have between 2 and maximum 3. So don't choose one person to do the speech because it's a bit too less, and don't choose more than 3 because it will be too long. The speeches, normally you should speak first with your celebrant so he can make sure that the speeches are not too long, so around 1 page, and also that they are not too similar and maybe 2 people don't say the same story, so he can tell them to change it a bit. And also he can print the speeches so that he give it to them just before they come to the aisle to speak, and they will have a nice piece of paper and not a crumbled one. My advice, choose one person who knew first the bride, one person who knew first the groom, and one who got to know you as a couple already. Like that you will have a different point of view. Step 6, special moments. There are different special moments that you can do during your ceremony, a part of the speeches. You can do something that's called ceremonial. The ceremonial is a symbolic way of marriage and the symbolic way of your connection. So your different single lives are connecting now and mixing and being like one life together. There are different options. The most common in Mallorca, as it's in Mallorca and most people choose this one, is a sand ceremony. So when the bride, for example, have, let's say, blue sand and the groom has a gray sand, they mix it in one jar. In the background we have nice music and it looks really beautiful. Then later you take this jar as a memory of this moment, and you can also put the candle on it and light it anytime you need. Other option, it's a fire ceremony. This is with the candles. You have 2 different candles, one each, and then you light with those candles the other one, the bigger one, together, and you light the big candle. Also this big candle, you take it home and you have a memory from this beautiful moment. Then the water. Water is very similar to sand, but just with water. So we have 2 different colors of water and we mix it in one jar or we mix it in a bottle, however you like. Then are any other things that you can do your way. For example, I had a wedding with one girl who was Polish, from the part of Poland where there are a lot of mines, and the man was from Mallorca. So they mixed the carbon with sand. It was very special and very personal. Then I had a couple who loved so much the garden, so they planted the seed. Then they took the jar with the seed and they planted in their garden. And the last example I want to give you, it's from my wedding. As you know, or not yet, my wedding was a fantasy-themed wedding. So we had a sword. This sword is from one game, and it was like 2 separate swords. One part mine had my cousin, who is for me like a brother, and the other part it was a best man from my husband. And they, in the moment when the celebrant told them, they came with those single swords to give it to us. And we took it and we connected it as a one sword. It was a sword that was in 2 separate, and later it was connected. We have the sword in the house, and it's a really nice memory from our wedding, and it's something very personal to us. So think about something that is personal to you or to the place that you are. So like I said before, for example, to Mallorca, if you use sand, it makes sense. Step 7, your vows. The most emotional step when you're preparing your ceremony. It's very personalized. Of course, you don't have to do it if you don't like or you don't feel like to say your vows. I will also tell you the other option or how to do it in the other way if you don't feel to say it in front of everybody. But if you like, I really recommend you to do it. It's very emotional and very personal and really amazing. So your vows, first of all, maximum 1 page. Don't do it too long, don't do it too short. And start with something like you tell to your couple, like honey, baby, with name, however, start with that. Later, think about the moment when you first met. What did you think about your couple? What did you like or don't like? Like when I first time saw you, I didn't really like you, maybe. But later it changed because this and that, and I saw that you are this and that person. Say always something nice about your couple, of course. Say what you love in this person. Say something about how this person changed you, because maybe before you've been different person and now you learn something from your couple, and say it as well. Then you can say some small history, some small story. Then say thank you. Think what your couple do to you, for you every day, or to your whole family, and say thank you for that. And the last sentence is the promise sentence, the vow. What you promise. It can be something very personal that you only 2 of you will understand, or it can be something very serious, or it can be something very funny, like, I don't know, I will do pancakes for you once a month, for example. Something yours, something from your heart. Think what you can write, and write it, then read it, and you can change something, but don't change too much. Honestly, if you wrote it in the beginning, for sure it's a good one. My advice, don't leave it to the last moment. Don't do it when you already come to Mallorca. No, do it before you come, so you have it done. Here you will not have time for that. You will come, your guest will come, you have a lot of things to do, and you have holidays. Don't think about your vows. Do it before. Play some nice music when you are alone. Listen to the music, maybe a song that reminds you your couple, and focus and think about your couple. You will cry a lot and you will laugh a lot, but it will be really nice written. But don't leave it to the last moment. And remember to ask your celebrant or any provider that you have to print your vows for you. Now, what you can do if you don't want to do your vows in front of everybody because you don't really feel it. So you can do, for example, just the promise sentence. It can be anything. I promise I will love you forever. That's all. You can do the typical one, like I vow to love you, etc., etc. Or you can do the silent vows. So in the moment of your personalized vows, you prepare them for that moment, but you take the microphone out, you play some nice music, and you say to each other the vows, but just to each other. Nobody will hear you. It will be very intimate, and anyway, it will be emotional moment for everybody else, even though they don't hear you. And like that, maybe it will be easier for you to say your personalized vows. The other thing you can do the vows before in private. If you, for example, do the first look, you can do it in that moment, just before the first look, like in the moment when you don't see each other, you can be back to back and say the vows to each other, or just after the first look, you can say the vows to each other, so nobody will be there. There are also the options. Or you just don't say anything like that. In the moment of the exchange of the rings, you can just do the part like, please receive this ring as a symbol of my love. And that's all. It's up to you. Like I always say, it's your wedding and your decision. You need to feel comfortable with your ceremony. Step 8, the rings and exit. The final moment of the ceremony, but very important. First, think if you would like to have any ring bearer. Think who will have the rings and how the rings will look like, how you will do this moment. If you have a ring bearer with the entrance, or just the best man give it to you, or maybe you don't really know what to do, you don't have a ring bearer, but with the best man to give it to you, it's a bit too short, and you want something more special. I have advice for you. You can ask your wedding planner or bridesmaid or anybody you like to hide the boxes. You can do just one box with 2 rings or 2 rings separate, and with the tape put it under the chairs. 2 different chairs, whichever she like. And then ask your celebrant to, just before the rings, ask who has the rings. Of course, nobody will have the rings. So he tell them to start searching under their chair. Who will find the rings is or are, if they are 2, ring bearer. Like that, somebody from your guests will feel very special. It will be again something that will boost the energy and will be something original, and you have something nice on your ceremony. Then you exchange your rings. Then comes the kiss, the most important picture from your whole wedding day, the kiss. So don't do it in 1 second. Give yourself time and kiss each other. You can then, when you leave and do the exit very slowly. don't run. And also you can dance when you do the exit. You can stop again and kiss. You will have nice picture. Have fun. Ceremony finished. It's the moment when it's like, oh, that's good. Now the party will start. Now we'll go eat, drink, and have fun. The most stressful moment is gone, and the most amazing. So you do the exit, slowly dancing, kissing, having fun. Also remember to talk with your celebrant, to tell the people to prepare the petals or anything that you have to throw. And then also when you do the exit, when you already done the exit, tell your celebrant before what he should inform your guests. So if there is a group picture, or they go now, for example, to aperitif, cocktail hour, whatever, they need to know what they have to do. And who the best than celebrant to say it with the microphone. My advice, practice before 2 things. 1, exchange of the rings. I know, seems stupid, but honestly, have you ever put the ring on somebody else's finger? It's not that easy. So practice it. 2nd, practice the kiss. Yes, it also, you think like, it's silly, come on, I can kiss my couple. Yeah, I know you can, but just practice the perfect kiss that you want to have. There are a lot of options, and in Instagram and TikTok you can find a lot of inspiration. Practice it. Don't leave it like, let's do it, we'll kiss. And be close to each other. Don't stay like that, kissing like that. You are close, you love each other. Let's see that you love each other. Step 9, and the last one, music. Important part. Doesn't matter if you choose a DJ, live band, saxophonist, whatever you like. They need to know what and when they need to play, and you need to prepare them the script and the music you like. But first you need to think about the music that you want to have during the ceremony. It's good to start to think about the music before, like that when any song comes to your hand, you will say, oh, it's a good idea for this and that moment. First moments for the music are the entrances. So the parents' entrances, then the bridesmaid, best man, groom, the bride, anybody need the song. You can of course connect the song if you want. You can have bridesmaid, flower girl, and the bride all the same song. No problem at all. However you like. Those songs can be whichever you like. Can be with energy, can be romantic, with words, without, however you like. Then we need some background music. This is instrumental music without words, something very calm, which will be very low when the speeches will be. Then for your vows, the same, but choose other song than the speeches. For the speeches you can choose one, or for each speech different if you like, and for your vows different one, also instrumental without words, because you will be speaking. Then if you have any ring bearer, you need also the song for that moment. If you do the thing with the rings under the chair, we also need some music, maybe some funny music, like that they are searching, some music for that moment as well. For the rings, you can already start with the exit song if it has some nice beginning. So you can do the rings with some the exit song from the beginning very low. You exchange your rings, then you kiss and exit, and it goes very faster and louder and everything. Those are the song that you need. And also if you do any ceremony, the ceremonial that I spoke about, like sun, water, whatever, in this moment it's good to have also some music. It will look very nice because you don't really speak during that moment, and you can have any song you like. It can be with words, and it can be energetic or romantic, however you prefer. And for the exit, I recommend you very energetic song, because the party will start now. We go to have fun, we go to eat, we go to drink. So let's have nice exit song with energy. As you see, organizing your ceremony and each step of that beautiful moment is full of details, a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to prepare. I hope in this video I helped you to organize your ceremony, and it was clear enough how to do it, and you will be able to prepare it. Very nice. And as you see, you can do whatever you like. So if you want to do something really crazy, just do it. It's your wedding. And that's all for today. I see you in the next episode of Mallorca Wedding Academy. We will speak about the next steps of the wedding and what you can do and how, etc. We'll speak about the cocktail hour, then about the dinner, then about the party, and everything that you can do, all the nice ideas. So subscribe to my channel, to Mallorca Wedding Academy, to be updated with all the best tips how to organize your destination wedding, especially in Mallorca. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode. And if you have questions, write them in the comment. I will answer everyone.